For today's homework, we're going to be looking at sharing numbers in a ratio. What you need to do is to watch the video through, then when you're done, go back to the start and write some notes in your book based on the video. That's a very important part of the homework. Once you've done the notes, there are some questions at the end for you to have a go at, a few easy ones, and then finally a GCSE style question for you to try as well. So the example we're going to look at is to share £21 in a ratio of 5 to 2. What that means is that we have £21, and if we imagine two people, one person is going to get £5 for every £2 that the other person gets. So the first person will get £5, the next person will get £2. Then we go back to the first person, they have £10, and the other person has £4. £15 for the first person means £6 for the second person, and actually when we get to that point, 15 plus 6 is 21, so we've shared the whole £21 out. What we need to do though is approach this in a slightly more mathematical way, and there are some very straightforward steps. So the first thing we're going to do is to add the two parts of the ratio. So step 1 is to add the 5 and the 2 together. So 5 plus 2 equals 7. Step 2 is to take that answer of 7 and divide the original amount by it. So our original amount is 21. So we're going to do 21 divided by 7, which is 3. Step 3, the final step, is to take our answer to step 2, that's our £3, and multiply it by the two parts of the original ratio. So we're going to do 3 times the 5, which was the first part of the ratio, which is 15, and we're going to do 3 times the 2, which was the second part of the ratio. 3 times 2 is 6, so we get our two answers. Our two answers are £15 and £6. Notice I haven't written the answer as a ratio, which is a mistake a lot of people make. So the answer is £15 and £6. So what I want you to do now, watch the video back through again, copy the example out, take some notes on what you've done so that you write an explanation of the steps, and then attempt the questions over the page. So this is your first set of questions. What I'd like you to do is to answer these questions in your book, write out each question before you answer it, and show all the working involved in answering the question. So it should follow the same 3 steps that we did in the previous example. Once you've had a go at these, go on to the GCSE question, which is over the page. So you may need to pause now to do these questions. This is the final question. This is a GCSE style question on ratio. It uses the same rules, however you may need to adapt them slightly in order to be able to answer this question. For part C, you might need to think of the ratio as in the same way as you think of a fraction, and think about how you would simplify a fraction.